Good evening. Back for another tackle talk. Rocking tired dad mode and less F's than normal, I suppose one could say. But anyway, the Musky mail stuff has been going well, so I wanted to do another one because I got some really cool stuff in the mail recently and wanted to kind of talk about it and go over it. But without further ado, unfortunately Ben formatted his footage. This was supposed to make an appearance much earlier than it did, but this is my double nickel that I received from Big Action Baits. His hybrid swim bait. It's got rattles, all the things. This is the EVI. It's got some flash and an orange tail. Brendan was kind enough to send me some of his proto tails. There's a squid guy. I haven't really experimented as much with this as I need to. I know that Brendan is working a lot to make these more customizable, which is super cool, I think, especially if you're going to drop the money on a super expensive body. You probably want to do as much with it as you can. I know he's got some other tails in the works, and per Brian Scaife, I did the shoot the back hook back so we can get the nippers kind of thing. So I put BKKs on this, or no, yes, 4-aught BKK, 4-aught BKK. That's right. Okay, just verifying. But again, he's got a little thing up here too where you can customize it. Put a banger blade off there at Kyle Hunsater. If you're listening, shoot me a banger blade to put on this thing. But you can do all kinds of things with that attachment, like a willow blade. You could put a Colorado up there. Just really the sky's the limit. You could probably even put a screw eye with another twister tail if you wanted. I don't know. I mean, it's just cool. Do whatever you want with it. Oh yeah, another bonus tail. All the things. He's got some cool stuff going. So, other gifts from Alex. Be on the lookout for these. I got some blanks. I'm gonna paint these at some point when I have time to paint. So I'm looking forward to painting my own piranha and maybe shooting a couple piranhas of my own out to you guys. Speaking of Kyle Hunsater, I got a couple bangers here. Kyle and I have had kind of an arrangement over the last couple of seasons. So as I've been painting blades for others, usually I send some to Kyle, as we share a lot of mutual friends. I share some to Kyle. Kyle gets them to our mutual friends, and it works as kind of a cool thank you gift from both of us. So those of you who have them, you know who you are. You're appreciated. Thank you. Kyle is kind enough to shoot it my way. This is the collab. Speaking of Brendan, so this is our collab on Space Cowboy. So here's Brendan's and here's mine. Mine's upside down compared to his. Guess I could do this. Yeah, I don't know. You judge. If it's close, let me know. I feel like it's close. I'm no Brendan though. I'm no Big Action Baits, but thank you, Kyle. I'm looking forward to checking this. Of Kyle's models, the one that I'm most excited for, without a doubt, would be his 810. I know his 810 was crushing. So again, I got him a blade. This was the model I asked for specifically. That one he was kind enough to send me. Sometimes I put a question mark on the blade. What did I write on this one? I wrote on this one, "For the Bay," which I guess could have gone to anybody, but I suppose Kyle was kind enough to send it back to me. I was kind of hoping he would keep that one, but that's okay. Something tells me he's got plenty of bucktails. Anyway, this one is for me. We got a blacked out kind of perch in the 810. Thank you, Kyle. This thing is awesome. I'm just kind of ogling it a little bit. Also, thank you, Taylor, for being my mule. Brought me a new Net Buddy net. Thank you, Matt Lenz. Appreciate that. It's already gotten wet. And yeah, some other goodies. and more goodies to come. So appreciate all my buddies when unfortunately family circumstances prevented me from going to Wausau this season. Okay, let's see, where do I want to go with it next. In the vein of my blades, I had my daughter Willow pick out a couple of blades. They aren't Willow blades, ironically enough. I didn't have her pick out those, but I had her grab a couple, and Ben Duke of Duke's Dozers was kind enough to tie up a couple of customs, especially for me and Willow and Callie. I don't know. Willow and Callie are going to fight over this one. I think Callie tentatively claimed this one because Willow's two favorite colors are orange and purple. So I'll show you one that she laid claim to. Callie's big on the pink and the purple. So this was an easy win for her. Thank you, Ben. Really excited to get this one bit. Need to get some hooks on some of these and put some time in. This one here is the one that Willow laid claim to. Again, her favorite colors are orange and purple, and I think Ben Duke did an awesome job. This copper orange, along with this blade here, get a closer look at that guy. Just a super combo. I posted it on my story not that long ago. Really hard to beat. This is, I'm putting the cart before the horse here. This is one of his newer models. This is a trolling model, as you can tell. We got some joints going on here, an extra split ring, and I don't know if I can show it or not, how much it will show, but there is a ton of extra weight. There's like 3 of these, 4 of those in there. I'm not going to give too much in terms of specifics, but there's a lot of those in there, so then that way you control it behind. Something tells me that this will be getting plenty of run time in the prop wash behind the pontoon this summer. So really looking forward to running this. Ben, I don't think, could have done a better job of matching the skirt and the art and all the things, so that is very much appreciated. Same to Kyle. Great work on matching all the things. Can't wait to run those. KV has done the same. I'm very blessed to have good buddies who know how to make some freaking killer lures. Alright, speaking of mules from Wausau and appreciating Taylor Flannery, we've got a couple here from Topline Adam. Again, Adam always takes care of me and made sure that I had some goodies to come back from Wausau, even though I wasn't there. So thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Adam. This is the new micro dipstick, something that Adam's been playing with, something that I've been playing with. As you can tell, I've been playing with it some. There's some algae on there. So I've been trying to get this chewed. It gets deeper than you would expect, to be honest, and it's a very chill little bait. You just kind of pop it around down there. It's easy to overwork, so you got to be careful, but overall, I mean, just the paint job, the glitter, all of the things. There are plenty of shad lakes by me, so this one will fit right in. And not to mention, like, the profile in those shad lakes, it's pretty hard to beat. You know, it ends up being a little bit longer profile with the tail than it looks, but this thing is awesome. It bops around down there. Yeah, it's cool. I think Adam's got another winner here. Rarely does he make anything that's not. Speaking of rarely things that are not winners, Adam's Twitches. Here's another little kind of bluegill profile, shad profile, twitch bait. This thing is awesome. I have not gotten it chewed yet. I had a muskie take a pretty solid swing at it. Just did not connect. It's one of those that is more, I think it will do better as those fish warm up. This bait tends to be a little bit more erratic, but the flash, the shine, I love it. If you guys know me, you know that I love the hollow flash, the foil flash, anything super flashy, because in my opinion, it's one of those things that gives you just a little bit of an edge on a super bright sunny day. and that's not always easy to do. Last and certainly not least of Adam's baits, we've got the Dive and Glide. You've probably seen this on multiple podcasts, multiple channels. You know, Fisher Smith. We've got Burnin' Eights. I don't even know. It was on Mott and Angling Anarchy. This thing is awesome. I've gotten the privilege to run it a little bit. Again, it's just another one of those baits that Adam does that's just absolutely foolproof. It has a pretty solid walk back and forth, and it gets fairly deep. The triggering aspect, you got to kind of play with it a little bit. I think the triggering aspect will come into play when, you know, you're working the bait and then you give it a really big kick and it glides out, you know, an extra foot compared to what it had been running at. I think that this one will perform exceptionally well in the Northwoods. Just the profile is great. It gets down a little deeper than most of your dive and rise, and it has a lot of walk back and forth and some serious body roll. So I'm looking forward to messing with this more, especially in those conditions. But this is a really unique and really cool tool, especially because it won't fatigue you that much. It's one you can run all day pretty easily without having to worry about getting tired out. Next on the list, recently got one of my favorite models from Dadson. This is a 1310 that he does, except it's not really a 1310 because we have kind of a proto blade on there that's bigger than a 13, because rumor has it, and I don't know if this is true or not, so don't quote me. Rumor has it that the reason 13s quit going north was because of this model. So Barbarian Alex and Johnny Dadson had to get together to come up with something that would allow them a similar profile, a similar thump, a similar blade when they didn't have the Mayhem 13s available. So this is the solution to that. It's a little bit bigger than your standard 13, and we've got a 1310 in copper. Those of you who know me know that I like my copper, so really looking forward to running this thing. I got to get some hooks on it. I love the solid white. I've had really good luck on some of those ties from Dadson with the solid white, so this thing is going to kick some butt. I'm looking forward to it. Those of you who know me know that I love this model and am really pumped to have another one. Alright, last, certainly not least, we've got a new rod. Whoa! I don't have enough space in my garage. We got a new rod, well, and also a new reel. We got the Lino X on there, the 400. And then, well, I guess I got it already rigged for this weekend. Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to throw a swim fin. Oh no. Anyway, the new Barbarian Proto. This is the extra heavy. He doesn't even have anything written on it because this one's brand new. This is the Barbarian Beowulf. I did a little aftermarket stuff on here. Thank you, Brady Martz. Appreciate you. But yeah, really looking forward to checking this one this season. Yeah, I think that this one will do. 10.3 again. It's basically the extra heavy model of the extra heavy model that is the Queen. So we got the Queen, we got the Beowulf, and yeah, I think it'll do. I'm excited to kind of chuck it this weekend. This is kind of the first weekend that I really think the extra heavy model will play more so than the extra heavy model. Those of you who have been following along know that I was throwing the extra heavy with Brian and Ben, Taylor and Gus, so on and so forth. So looking forward to trying this one out and just seeing what it's about, because it will get plenty of runtime this season. But that's kind of the rundown for tonight. Rod's too long, even collapsed for my garage, but that's okay. Those of you who enjoy the Tackle Talks, it's greatly appreciated. Those of you who have joined me in the boat so far this year, it's greatly appreciated. The guide season is off with a bang. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Nate. It was a blast having you guys not that long ago, and looking forward to having a few more trips in May, and then June is super busy once again. So those of you who have gotten in the boat with me, thank you. I appreciate those times more than you know. If you want to book a trip, shoot me a message. I'll be glad to try and get in the boat with you. My summer availability is pretty limited at this point. We're kind of looking at fall, but with that all said, appreciate all of you watching. Thank you for validating this whole craziness that I do with the musky fishing thing, and catch you all in the next one. Peace.